Are you a pro wrestling fan? Then odds are at some point in your life, you were a backyard wrestler. In this new series, I'm going to take you through how we came from this to this. It's a long story, covering nearly 2 decades. But if you're a nostalgic person missing the backyard days of yesteryear and a simpler time of the 90s and early 2000s, this is the story for you. This is Backyard Wrestling Cinema. Welcome to Backyard Wrestling Cinema Season 2, Episode 16. Our last 4 episodes were completely scrapped when we decided they weren't up to par. So we came back with a fresh approach. And the first thing we did was have Tommy Thunder talking to the owner, myself, Denver Street, saying he wanted to start something new and do something unique.
I want no more title shots right now. All I want is a new way to prove myself. I prove myself as world champion, U.S. champion. I want to be known as the tough man of the Federation. That's why I want to strap on a pair of boxing gloves and get in the ring with as many people as I can.
And he wanted to begin doing boxing exhibitions during the show. Now, I wasn't a fan of this angle. I don't like when wrestlers do boxing, so I think it always looks phony. But this was an idea that Tommy Thunder really wanted to try. And as one of the founding members and one of my best friends, I wanted him to try it. I wanted him to be invested in the show. So I gave him the green light and we put it on the show. Now, on one of those 4 episodes that we scrapped, the Beast had won the television title. But because we didn't air those episodes, rather than just returning the belt, we just threw it up in the air and did a decision ladder match between TLD and Cobain.
Oh, losing idiot. Oh, no. Oh! Just ravishing up. Oh! Job security. What is he doing? He's got to
In the end, we did this finish that I always wanted to see. What if one of the guys takes down the belt but doesn't have complete control of it and it just falls into the hands of the other person? We did that as Cobain unhooked the championship and it fell into TLD's arms and he caught the belt and was the new television champion.
There's security stepping right in there. Oh! TLD got it! Cobain unhooked the belt and TLD grabbed it.
Next up was that aforementioned boxing match between the Jersey Jabber and Tommy Thunder.
Someone keep track of that. We just had 3 1-minute rounds. Denver Street lands with left hand. Oh, he goes down.
And as you would imagine, Tommy Thunder won this one. Benjamin's the United States champion, took on the Beast in a non-title match. Now, every show, people would just try to pick up the Beast, and I mean, it was every show so much that it was just not a big deal. Whereas I think if we would have saved that and then made it on like a big show, like our pay-per-view, I think that could have been a big spot, but we just, literally everybody tried to do it at every chance they could. We were young and dumb. Mumbles made his return after being gone for several weeks in this one. This helped Mr. Benjamins get the victory. I came out and issued an open challenge for the world title.
Some title shots out here. Anyone in the back who wants a title shot? Come on out here.
Now, as you can imagine, TJ Money was the first one to cash. Now, technically, for TV's sake, we're only 1 week away from repercussion. Only 1 week away from me beating him. Even though we had filmed 4 episodes in between, none of those aired. So for TV purposes, it was literally I had beat him, and the next week we were having our rematch. And this match was shorter and a little more lopsided in TJ's favor.
Denver Street met by and he got right into the transmission. Denver Street got out one way or another. Man. Let's be arrested. Here. He got it on him again. Denver Street talking way too much trash. Attention Street Sweeper. And it's the countdown, ladies and gentlemen. Get it count. 1, 2, 3.
He finally got the win, won the world title, and this time it actually would air on TV. And that was important to me because I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that I was scrapping those 4 episodes because I didn't feel they were good enough, not because I wanted to return the world title to myself. And I knew that was probably the perception that everybody would have, is I was just trying to hold on to the world title as long as I could. So the first thing I needed to do, rather than build to a rematch, I needed to get that belt off of me as soon as possible. Next up was a battle royal, which was Royal Rumble style, and it was to determine our new #1 contender for the World Championship, who is now TJ Money. And our next pay-per-view would be titled Aftermath. Now, it should be noted during this time, Rico DMF, whose house we wrestled at, he was actually on vacation and would just let us use his house and his backyard, and his parents just seemingly didn't care that a bunch of his friends were just wrestling in their backyard. Even though he wasn't there, he edited this show, and he would add in these stupid graphics that were just annoying the hell out of me and just eating into this real life tension that we had for one another. And it was just building with every single show that we were doing. In the end, Cobain won in the most unexpected way possible by breaking the corner ring post.
Pointer are all in this rumble. Mama! He knocks the beat! Oh, and they take him out. And Super Sweet's eliminated them. It's Cobain. That's Benjamin. By Kobe. Oh, the ring is falling apart. The ring is falling apart. That's Benjamin Gonzalez. Cobain has destroyed the ring.
Which was not planned in any way. And needless to say, when Rico DMF got home, he was not pleased with any of us. And if I had to guess, he put the blame on the guy he left in charge, which was me. The tension was getting worse and worse, and we're just 2 weeks away from it all boiling over, and all hell would break loose. I'll see you next time, right here on Backyard Wrestling Cinema.
And he connects perfectly into the jaw of them. Denver getting a cheek shot in the chest. Punches. The knees now to the... Oh man, plan. Goes under. Right into the... It's a maple leaf. Look at that.